Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Let's Your Google Hangout, episode 133. I'm Scott Kamar, and with me today is Chucky!
What's up? How are you? 133 episodes, and I bet we've got at least 133 people watching. So shout out to the masses.
Shout
And
out.
speaking of asses, check out the ass on this girl, Moonshine Bonanza.
What's up?
I love Moonshine.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
I think she's adorable.
I
What,
love this
Mooney?
thing.
Uh,
It came from a claw machine.
Are you in a comfy cozy chair?
Yes.
Are
yes,
you in
I
a comfy cozy chair?
This
Awesome.
chair is pretty comfy and cozy. I'm also kind of hungover.
Oh,
I'm wearing
you
a
better flip
onesie.
it. Well,
What's up?
Flip your
Scott
flip your
Martin.
picture so we can actually read what's on the walls. Ladies and gentlemen, say it again.
Scott Martin. Woo! Hi, Scott.
Flip your picture, Moonshine, so I can
do
read
that.
the post.
It's because I put my makeup on in the fucking camera.
Funny.
So.
Gotti.
Because who the hell cares what I look like in real life? It just matters if this is okay.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Scotty?
Oh, you know, just living the life.
Great
I actually
Northwest agreeing with you, or what?
What's that?
Is the Great Northwest agreeing with you, or what?
The Pacific Northwest is fantastic, man. I have fallen in love with the area. You know, 2 years ago, when I first visited, maybe it was 3 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. I came and visited in like spring, like March. Actually, it was 2 years ago now. I kept thinking it was 3 years, but only two, I guess. And then in the fall, and that's all it took, man. A week each, and I came to live, and since day one here, I've gotten used to the area. I know, like, the bridges separate north and south, and the river separates east and west. So it's like all blocked off, and they do the card to go thing where I can just swipe my card or not even swipe my card, just hold my wallet out, and it checks me into the car. I go, and I drive wherever I want. It tracks how long I'm in the car, and then it bills me. And it's really sweet. And I've got my bike. I ride a lot. I went on my first legit hike yesterday to Angel's Rest, which is up by Multnomah Falls, which is gorgeous. And you see literally the Columbia River Gorge. And I went with my girlfriend, and we had a really good time. Like I said, it was my first hike, so I'm wearing these really thin shoes, and I was ready to get on boots and these pants. But she's like, no, you don't need to wear all that. She had this hydro pack, water pack on her, and I've got this Gatorade water bottle, or turn in the water, and a backpack with my GoPro in it, and I just felt like a rookie because it was my first real time exploring, walking 6 miles in the woods. It was pretty sweet. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. I've been checking my weight every day on the scale since January 1st when I said, you know what, I'm going to cut out a lot of the carbonation and just be more health conscious, and I've lost 18 pounds in 2 months.
Wow. Well, I got to ask a question of Moonshine. Moonshine, you've been sort of around. You've been to a couple different areas in the United States of America. Was there an area that you fell in love with that you were just like, I got to live here? Has that happened to you?
Not really. I move every 3 years, pretty much.
Really?
But
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so you were talking about, you've lived in New Orleans, you're from northeast, Chicago, Wisconsin
Midwest, yeah.
area, yeah, whatever, that general vicinity. So that side, New Orleans, wherever you are now in California,
Los
and then-
Angeles.
Yeah, didn't you just sort of move there?
Yeah, I've been here for a week and a half, I think.
That's crazy.
You've been down before, but how is it now you're staying more in a permanent kind of vibe? How is it working for you?
Well, I mean, only time will tell. I haven't even been here longer than what my longest trip down here has been. So,
Oh, God.
So it's
because
no
I
different.
mean, I lived down here for the month of November pretty much too. But I think a month and a half is probably the longest I've ever been down here at one time, and so
I think that's long enough to know if you want to stay someplace. That's
Yeah.
that's ample time to be like, if you're traveling around and you like the vibe of the place after about, a couple of weeks, a month, you pretty much know if you can live there.
Well, and I
Whether or
was
not
coming
you
down. I
love
was
the
coming
place.
down, once a month, every 6 weeks, as it was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the opportunity
Like I
to.
said, you were
I
down
was
there
like,
a lot. Yeah.
So are you working with who I think you are?
I mean, I'm just gonna be working wherever, doing. I don't know. I'm always down to help friends out. I don't know. I don't know who you're. I don't know who you're talking about.
I didn't know if you were like shooting or editing for Sassy Bob or anybody in her group or circle.
I mean, maybe eventually, but like not anything like permanent or like, for sure.
So you're more so like just hanging out and whatever opportunity arises.
Kinda.
You'll
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a slacker. Let's see what I can make
Free
happen.
spirit moonshine, yeah.
You want to fucking laugh, Moonshine? I'm going through my phone contacts, and I'm like, why the fuck do I have Sassy Bob's phone number? How did that even transpire? I said, I was so tempted to just call her, hey, it's Chucky. How are you? This guy was like, why is her number in my fucking phone? Not that I dislike her. I think she's good at what she does. She's really good. But I was like, oh fuck, why am I? I've never talked to Sassy.
How
It was
did
the
this
weirdest.
happen?
That's
I have
funny.
no idea.
I
I have
remember.
no clear memory of it, because, like, why? I'm thinking, first of all, why would she even, Scotty, why the fuck would Sassy Bob even give me her fucking phone number? And what were we going to do? We are going to collab? Well, what the fuck were we going to do?
You know what's funny
It was
is
amazing.
I reached out to Amy Schmittauer, Schmittastic, like 3 years ago or something like that, and then she introduced me to Sassy Bob because she needed tickets to get into, I want to say, Playlist Live, and I got her a ticket. And then from there, I got introduced to Moonshine through her, and I've stayed at Sassy Bob's and I've hung out with her, and we pulled like an all-nighter on the live camera or whatever we were doing. It sounds sexual, but it wasn't. We were just doing an all-night porn, and then yeah, Moonshine came into the picture because I think the first episode Sassy Bob was on. And within 3 to 5 episodes, Moonshine came on and stuck around. And then Sassy Bob made a couple guest appearances after that. 130 so episodes later, we are here now. And our audience has drifted. It's come and gone. We've been pretty irregular, and that's really on me and just like not really doing a good job at orchestrating everyone. Honestly, this show has never been for the audience, and I've mentioned this. It's always nice to have the interaction with people that support what you do, and I love that. And I appreciate every single person who's ever shared, liked, commented, retweeted, whatever. But it's a conversation among friends virtually, and it's our way of catching up, but broadcasting our conversation. Sure, after the show we get a little more personal, but I think we have a right to do that. And I think it's great what we've developed and people that we've introduced to each other throughout the last 2.5 years. I think it's awesome, and that's why I've been clinging on to this, man. Part of me was like, maybe we should just get rid of it. But I've got so many ideas and hopes for it that when I'm really focused and ready, I'm going to turn it up, and this will become something that is exciting again, that people can like want to come to rather than it being us three all the time. Not that we can't be exciting and have good conversations like we did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't accept that at all. I don't accept that at all. Fuck these people. Hey,
Chucky,
What
this
happened?
show started because of you, because we wanted a way to collab when we first met. We did that walk by the creek behind my house, that romantic little walk we did where you thought I was going to kill you. So that gave me the idea of let's do a podcast. He's got a good voice for it. He's intelligent. He's got a lot to say. I have a lot to say. And then we brought on our friends, and it brought Matt and Rob closer to each other, and they were a part of us. And then when they blew up, they forgot about us. And
They were a part of us.
not really.
They were actually, the weird thing about it is, and since they're not here, we can talk mad shit about them. And this is all alleged, but it was interesting too because when they first started showing up, Rob Dyke wasn't really interested in working with the project. He had really no interest. But he was so curious about Matthew and what made him tick. that he just kept coming back and back and back to the until we finally. It was kind of weird because he would always kind of be kind of like hanging out with us and talking with us like we were friends. So it was weird. So I do want to take a little bit of credit of the putting together Rob and Matthew Santoro. And the nice thing about it is Rob's so hairy and Matt's not, and Rob's tall and Matt's not. Their children are going to be pretty much median all the way across the board. Moonshine!
No, that's true. They're going to be hairy midgets. Sorry, hairy...
Hobbits! Yay, Hobbits. Hobbit
Is
kids.
that Stitch?
That's true.
What?
Huh?
No, this is an anime character named Action Bastard.
Shut up. Shut up. You made that up.
No.
That's real?
Yeah. Action Bastard.
What does he do?
I'm pretty sure he tries to feed people sausage.
Well, who doesn't? So, fat
it's-
bastard over there. What's his name? Awesome bastard?
Action Bastard. Action
Bastard.
Bastard! Yeah.
That's just more proof that the craziest shit ever still comes out of Japan. I don't
Oh,
get it.
absolutely, in so many ways.
And there's so
I don't
much
know.
crazy
The show's
shit.
called Shin-Chan, and it's weird. It's yeah, like I don't even know how to. It's kind of about like a lower class Japanese family, but it's just so weird. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It's worth watching.
I watch whenever I've traveled and I had to watch other stations or television shows, and I was outside of the country, when you could get something that was even subtitled, first of all, because they have no problem just making it their language. That's it. If you're in Thailand, you don't speak Thai, that's your ass. But I was just shocked at it. I was like, wow, people think this is entertaining. What the fuck do they think about our stuff? Because when I watched theirs, I was just like, I was blown away at how bad it was. And I'm getting an echo from one of you motherfuckers.
You know what? I'll put headphones on. It might be me because I've got I hooked the TV up to or the surround sound speakers up to my computer, so I'm getting your voice in full bass.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this other
it's
show. Speaking of weird TV shows, foreign shows, I got really into this Korean soap opera called I think I've talked about it on here before. My Girlfriend is a Nine-Tailed Fox Demon.
Wow.
No,
I don't remember that,
please,
but you may have.
You have my undivided attention.
Yeah.
Please tell me about this.
The Nine-Tailed Fox is like a very popular Asian like mythos character, I guess. It's like the whole basis for the show Naruto and all that. But this one's live action, so it's like this cute little Korean girl, but every now and again she like sprouts a bunch of tails and is like super powerful. And it's about this guy who is in school, but it's called Action School, and it's basically a school dedicated to like teaching you how to be an action movie actor. And so he's like doing some sort of stunt or like training in the woods or whatever, and he falls out of a tree, and the girl finds him and gives him like her life force to like heal him and keep him alive. But then she's like, oh, but also now we're dating. And he's like, whoa, what?
Crazy.
And there's like 1 million episodes, and they're an hour and a half long a piece, and I just could not stop watching them.
Okay, they're doing an hour and a half.
Yeah, and
On
so,
this?
and it's so fun because she's like a fox, but she's in human form. But she'll just do. She's like obsessed.
What does the fox say?
She's obsessed with
Jacqueline
me.
Glenn.
Ladies and gentlemen, our prayers have been answered. It's Jacqueline Glenn.
Who is
Hi.
this? Who is
Oh my
this?
God!
Hi.
Throw holy water on it because it's Jacqueline Glenn.
Ah.
And
That is an awkward thing to have within arm's reach.
not when you're
Hi.
Catholic. Jackie,
Holy
I
shit.
miss you. I talk about you all the time. I'm like, how
Uh-oh.
is Jackie?
I hope
Last time I saw you, you had thrown several members of the Westboro Baptist Church to the ground,
Yeah.
and we're working some MMA on them.
I
Hold
did
on,
that.
I
Yes, that
gotta take
happened.
this.
But
Hang on.
yeah, no, that was
Japan
fun.
apparently. Japan is trying to get in touch with Moonshine.
Oh.
So now that she's in your neck of the woods, are you guys getting together, doing makeovers, having slow motion pillow fights, anything?
We have not done that yet, but we will.
However.
I'm sure.
I'm glad.
However.
Well, I feel better now that you got somebody over there to actually watch your descent into hell and can actually,
My descent into hell. Thank you.
can actually sit there and just like write it all down and be like, Day 35, L.A.
Oh,
And
okay.
stuff like watch Jacqueline Glenn sacrifice a goat to Richard Dawkins. Then had
Yeah, that happens every day.
burger. What's that?
Oh, okay.
So how are you? You look fabulous, kid.
Good, I'm good. I'm tired and busy, and tonight I'm going out to see my friends Bree and Chrissy perform. Moonshine, if you want to come, let me know.
Oh yeah. I know Bob's going to that. I've been kind of hungover
Really?
and worthless all day today. I'm pretty sure she is.
Go. Because I'm
Jacqueline,
going. I'm going to be there at like 9.
Have you ever seen the two of them separate from each other? They seem inseparable. Everything that's
have,
ever been
actually.
posted.
No, I had. Chrissy, a couple months ago, she went out of town, and it was just Bria, and I had to like entertain
I remember
Bria.
that.
Yeah, Bria was so sad. She's like, I don't know what to do. Chrissy's gone. But so we hung out a lot then.
What have
Yeah.
you been doing lately in L.A., Dollface?
Well, I saw you went to a wedding on Saturday. Philip DeFranco's
Yeah.
wedding.
Yeah, it was
How-
beautiful.
How was it? How was it?
It was very cool. It was very cool. A lot of people that I knew there. It was weird to like show up. I didn't expect that. But yeah, it was like a YouTube gathering at a wedding, so that was cool.
Yeah, I
How did
figured
you
they met
spend
through
it?
the internet.
Yeah, just that, and then the Westboro Baptist Church thing. I've been doing a lot with the Young Turks, so that's been fun. And then same shit, Jesus stuff on YouTube.
And I see you hanging out with a certain someone, and
How did you snag an invite to the Philly D wedding?
well, that might kind of segue into what I was just saying.
Yeah,
Or go hand in hand.
yeah, that is related.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, we can leave that private. We can leave that private.
Yeah.
I mean, unless, whatever.
I just want to go on record here as saying I wanted to sleep my way to the top, but no one would let me. However, I think it's unfair.
Whoa.
I know, right? No one. But Jackie is ascending the heights of that. Are you? Yeah, Jackie, damn it.
Wow, Chucky, that's kind of low.
It is.
No, it's
no,
not. I love you.
No, I
Jacqueline
know.
Glenn, let me tell you something. When I finally met her, she's
I remember.
I felt surprisingly
that. That was
comfortable around you. No, I felt surprisingly comfortable around you, and I was just kept looking at you, and I just
you hear
kept
him at
thinking, she seems so nice, but I know she can kill a man just like that.
I want to hear
You're one of those
Jacqueline's.
things.
I want to hear Jacqueline's experience
this
when
the
she
thing about
met
it was,
Chucky.
like, I could just see. I was like, Jacqueline Glenn could make a human being an emotional cripple if she wanted to. You had that kind of look, like you could just snap a man in half. I was a little scared of you.
Was she holding a knife?
No, she was
I was
actually she was a doll. No, she was actually. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm
it was
busting her
nice. It
balls.
was nice seeing Chucky.
She was incredibly sweet, and that was the thing
was
about it.
giving
I
me
was like,
all kinds of life advice that night. It was awesome.
I felt so worried about her. That was the thing. We're sitting at this fucking bar and we're talking, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so worried about you, and you're like, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
But yeah,
It was nice.
And
It was
you want to
nice.
know something? I'm just, I feel better knowing that you and Moonshine are kind of within, it's just like, it just makes me feel better.
I'm scared of that. I don't want to know what happens when this show.
No. I think it's actually really cool. It's funny too because now when you think about it, this show, which started out with everybody in stupid locations, now if Maddie and fucking Dyke showed up, it's like I said, it's like you're in fucking wherever the fuck you are. They're in L.A. I'm in Vegas. Dyke's in fucking Boston, and Maddie's in Canada and everything. Now it's a cool show.
But Chucky, think about this.
Just in Canada.
At one point, we all lived on the East Coast. Moonshine went to the West Coast. Jacqueline went to the West Coast. You went to Las Vegas, and then I went to Portland. So, like, everybody
I was
here
never really
is
on the East Coast.
Okay,
You were
central,
weren't you?
central,
Yeah.
You were
right?
central.
I never.
Okay, okay,
I mean,
okay.
I lived in
So, if we're
Tennessee for like 10
You know what
months.
I remember? I remember Jackie just like, I remember when you were first thinking about LA, and I was like, you were just like, okay, it's coming. Remember that? I was just like, you were just so fucking thrilled. I
Yeah.
did not look forward to my move as much as you did. And we both moved pretty much the same fucking distance.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my god, I gotta fucking move again. And you're like, I can't wait to get there.
Well, I was also running away from a lot of shit. So it was nice to.
Yeah,
you know,
well, honey, we're always running away. You can't head towards something without running away from something else. It's
well,
just the way.
I feel like Chucky, you needed something different, and you were kind of scared to do it, but you know you needed that big change. You sold your car, you left, and then Moonshine. It wasn't really much of a risk, but they moved.
Well, it's
Jacqueline,
always a risk. No, when you go, dude, I was very proud of you.
I know, but what I'm saying is when she did it, it was like she had more of a foundation set up, so there was less uncertainty. Where Jacqueline kind of left a bad situation, left her family and everybody behind, and went to LA to
drop out of med school.
and has very true, and has thrived since in her element in something she believes in.
I'll
And
tell you
then
this much, brother.
You're grinding it out. You're eventually gonna hit something. You're gonna land one of these things that are gonna put you in your element.
Well, I was just talking about that with somebody where we were just like beating our heads against the wall to make certain things happen. And I work with so many amazing people who really have not had a long-lasting worldwide success, but they're the best players you'll ever see in your life. They're the best music. They're fucking amazing. And they've worked international, but they just nothing that you, Jackie, you know what I mean when you say you worked, but you couldn't sustain it as a living.
Yeah.
And that is getting old, sweetie. It's getting old. I'm tired of it. It's just like, you know what? I'm just like, I need to find something else that I will find emotionally fulfilling because
do what you
it's
love.
getting old, girl.
So,
getting
Chucky, if I'm right, I'd like to say that your goal moving out there was to get back into music and stage, like the theater, or I'm sorry, performance side of things. Jacqueline, you went out there. Go ahead. Sorry, Chucky.
I wanted to be a little bit more performance oriented, and there just weren't a lot of choices. But again, in the same vein, for what Jackie wanted to do, Jackie, where else could you have gone to accomplish what you did? It looks like LA was like, you really couldn't go a lot of places to do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes what you want to do will dictate where the fuck you end up. I mean, I can see Scotty eventually moving up to.
Well, I mean,
you look like
honestly,
you're fucking.
like.
No, go ahead, Jackie.
I was just gonna say, like, a lot of people when they think about YouTube, they think you can be anywhere to do that. And technically you can, but for me, like, I was just in such like a toxic, like, I really needed to like be around people that did similar things and thought it was cool, because I'd never experienced that except for whenever I'd go to like Playlist Live or VidCon. Then I'd be around people and I was like, this is so awesome, and then it would end and I'd be back at my place depressed, like, this sucks. So I figured, hey, I can move to LA and then have that feeling always, and it was really like motivating and stuff. So technically you can do YouTube anywhere, but for me, I just really needed this.
Yeah, that's a good point because
I lived in. Okay, honey. Also, it's also nice that if you stop doing YouTube, you're at least in a better place geographically to get to the next place that could be.
I love California. Yeah, I love California.
Same thing. I was talking about the same thing with Scotty, Jack. I was like, I can just see him living in fucking Portland. That kind of makes sense. If I read that in his bio, I'd be like, yeah, sounds about right. Because I think eventually you end up where you're supposed to be anyway.
Why I ended up here, though, honestly, is I don't know. I've always tried to break that jock stereotype or even the nerd stereotype because I'd like to think I'm pretty well rounded. Yes, my life was centered around sports and family and outdoors and like classes. I always showed up and I always asked questions and I was always skeptical, and I think it just kind of fell into place that like I went and visited somewhere that was balanced like that. I feel like Portland has like the best of everything. They have you know, the most dog-friendly city in America, the most non-religious, the whitest. Not that that matters, but I'm saying, like, as much as they have the whitest, what's ironic about that is they actually have the most variety of food. They've got great food carts, a lot of small, like, asses to elbows restaurants, but a variety of food. And music is eclectic and you know, just broad, and the people are eccentric and artistic. And what's funny is Portland and Orlando were tied for second for the most artistic and musical city in America outside of San Francisco. And then obviously you get Nashville and other cities like that. But I love it here. I think it's right in my element. Not that this is going to be necessarily like my ultimate place, but I could see myself living here forever. I want to go to San Diego eventually. I want to make it to Cali, but I don't think I'll ever leave the West Coast.
Hang on one second, though. Ladies and gentlemen, Sassy Bob, a woman who's in my phone, and I can't find out why.
You can't
I have
find
no
out
idea
why.
how I got your phone number. You're in my phone. I was going through contacts. I was like, how the fuck do I have Sassy Bob's number? And then I was like, I've never spoken to her, and I would love to call you up and say, girl, what's going on? But how are you? What are you up to?
I'm good. I think that you would definitely have the wrong number because my number changes like every 2 months because I'm not an adult.
That's
What's
funny.
up, guys? How's it going?
You know,
what is going on now with your life in Los Angeles since the last time you graced us? What's going on, girl?
Oh, you know, just living.
I
Really
feel like
good at it.
Are
What
you
an
still with
exciting
the
answer.
person, the girl with the dreadlocks?
Wait, what?
Are you still dating the woman with the dreadlocks?
Yeah, we're going to change the subject now. How are you guys?
all right.
Way to make it fucking awkward, Chucky, always.
I do want to
Curious. I was like, I'm good for you. I wasn't trying to dredge up anything, but the last time I saw her was the video that you guys had both done that it cracked me up because she was pro having a thing behind you, a network behind you, and Sassy Bob's like, you can do all that shit on Google. And I was fucking
Oh, yeah, I
laughing.
was like, fucking Google it.
Fucking Google it, and they cut it right there, and I was like, that was the best fucking line I've ever heard. And I
Yeah,
was
they
like,
asked me to be in that. It was kind of like a short documentary or some shit, and I was like, are you sure? Because I don't know how to not curse.
good for you.
Not
Are
only
you-
that,
are
but you're pretty blunt, so companies
you
might
working
not
now
like that.
more are you working now more in front of the camera or behind the camera? What are you doing now?
I prefer being behind the camera. I'm a producer. I just made my first 2 TV commercials, and they're going live on my channel soon.
Congratulations.
Sassy Bob, are you ever going to go through with that idea you told me about, like, I don't want to go into too much details, but think garage vehicles?
I don't know, because I've been wanting to do that for years, and it just hasn't happened, so, I mean, I'm kind of giving up on it now.
I understand you wanting to give up because there's so many things you have to do to make it, like, you know, logistically happen, but I think if the right opportunity comes up, don't lose it. Don't forget it, because
Yeah, totally.
I like that.
I would have
'Cause
so much fun doing that.
Because you convinced me to want to be a part of it, and then I moved, you moved, you know. it was short-lived, but I don't
So
know
is
if your
there a
ears
party
were ringing.
is there a party tonight that Scott and I can't make? Is there an LLE thing going on? You guys going out?
I mean, there's always a party, but tonight is Bria and Chrissy's show, and I heard Jacqueline's going, and I'll see you there, Jacqueline.
What's Bria and Chrissy's show
What time do you
again?
get there?
What's going on exactly with that?
Hold on, let them make plans. Hold on.
Is that clock
I'm
right?
getting there at like 8:45.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll probably
It's
get
7,
there
yeah.
at 9, because hopefully not 9:15, because I'm always late. But I'm about to hop in the shower right
They
now.
always go on late, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm
hopefully.
waiting for
Don't
my
wanna
neighbor
miss
to
it
come
now.
over and help me do boy things, because I
Can you
don't know how
plug
to
the
use
show,
power.
or is it not open to the public?
The show?
Yeah, can you plug the show here, or is it not
Oh,
open to the
yeah,
public?
it's at the, what is it called? It's at the last spot? No, what's it called?
Last one.
Whoa, what is she saying? I hear boom, boom,
I'm trying to
boom.
get the girl to plug the show, and everybody just loses out.
Blow, 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 blow. That's
trying to
Google.
help.
That's
I was
Google.
trying to help, Seth. It really was.
This
Okay, there
camera.
we go.
Sorry, there you're back. What is it called? It's at 9 p.m. tonight. Bria and Chrissy are performing. I'm so excited because I've never seen them perform. Wow.
They're asking
You
me.
like completely highlight how much shit I look like.
Got it.
We don't see it. All
The
we
lot one.
see to you.
I'm still
The
trying to
last
hear
one?
what Jackie's saying, where this
The
fucking
lot
show
one.
is.
Stevie?
Yeah, it's at
It's
the
called
lot
the lot
one.
one. Yeah. I have the address too if you want me to like forward it to you.
What's it called again? What's the name of
The lot one.
The
I
lot.
have no idea where the fuck that is.
Lot-
I know, it's such a
lot
weird name.
one.
Horrible
The one
SEO.
lot. The lot.
Yeah. Well, it makes you think about it, but it is funny. All right, I want to talk to you, Bob, real quick about. Do you remember your first episode when you joined our show and we were just like, yeah, this is cool. We're just kind of doing a live show because we used to be able to do. What was the live show that we used to do before it got deleted, or bought out? And now it's all the gaming stuff. Wasn't there? What one did we've done a live show on it before?
It was Let Your
Oh,
Google
Blog
Hang Out.
TV. Yeah, no, Blog TV. Blog TV was a thing. And then I think Blog TV either died or was bought out by like Live something Cam something. I don't know what it is now, but it's stupid. They have to like upvote to get featured and whatnot. Anyway, so you were like episode 1, weren't you? Weren't you there for the beginning?
Yeah, I was. I don't know about Blog TV. I have a horrible memory. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I remember Blog TV like as a website, but I don't remember doing a show with you on there.
You remember we
Oh,
did
wait,
we
when
did the
stayed
all
up
night show.
in Florida.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was
I
cool.
just
We're
wanna
in your
go on
backyard and
record
it's
as
light out.
saying that Scott made it sound like you guys were real bros, and now listening to you talk about it, you're having trouble remembering this fuck. So, Scotty, what's the deal, sir?
She just crushed me. She broke my heart. All these
Says the guy
insignificant
that
moments.
just bragged about having my phone number.
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about?
Right?
So Bob,
No.
I've got a 310 number for you and a more recent 646 number from.
No. What I was saying is that
Yeah, neither of those are
Scotty
number
made it
now.
sound like you guys were a lot cooler together.
When he said that, I was like, probably not.
All right, I gotta go jump in the shower so I can.
Don't
look
leave.
Pretty, but here's moonshine.
All right, good to hear from you.
I should probably do
Bye.
the same thing because I'm going to the same place and I need
Well-
to shower.
Wow. It takes an hour and a half, well, actually, probably to dry your hair and I don't know. So, Jacqueline, what made
Yay.
you stop in? Did you finally check the chat and see a link? So you're like, I'll pay a visit.
Somebody posted something on the Facebook page, the Let Your Google Hangout Facebook page, like get ready or something. I was like, what is this? So I clicked on it because like you guys never click on that, right? You guys never click on it. So and I kept getting notifications like so and so liked your Let Your Google Hangout status. I was like, okay, what's going on?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I
That's-
kept getting all these notifications and I was like, okay, let me check it. And then I checked the chat and I was like, well, I have some time.
Well, anyway, we're not going to be on here forever, but I just wanted to say it's good to hear from you.
Yeah.
You're welcome to join. You don't have to do it all the time, but if you can pop in like once a month or two, I know I say it every time you make it, but that's cool. It's good to hear
Yeah,
from
be
you.
awesome. All right, Moonshine, hope you come tonight.
I miss you. Be
She
careful,
will.
Jackie, out there. Be
All
careful.
right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and
Jacqueline.
gentlemen. Oh, you beat me to it. You beat me to it.
I do not understand what Sassy Bob meant when she said about when she
I
answered
couldn't
what
hear
I
anything
said.
you guys were saying. She was wearing the headphones, so I have
was
no idea
both-
what you're
Oh
talking
no,
about.
because I was like the comment, everything must have broken up because I was like, that's not what I was talking about, and this is how rumors get started. Speaking of rumors, Scotty.
Mm-hmm. No, isn't it shocking I'm not gay? Oh my God. What?
I was just gonna say, is it true you're dating Skrillex? You look funny tonight, dude. What's with that shirt? You're trying to go put the color on. I want to see what those stripes look like.
Oh God, is
No.
he gonna show us his dick right now? What's happening?
No, God, no. Let's hope not. No, I meant the color of the shirt, not the whole fucking cut of your jib. God,
What's wrong? What are you saying? The color? What's wrong with
You're
the
in
color?
black and white. You're in black and white.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to steal your flavor.
Oh
Is
my
this-
God, that's a terrible shirt. Go back to black and white. I can't with that.
Alright. So, yeah, fuck you. And I'm glad to see that you cleaned your room before the show.
Who?
You. You look like you live in a closet.
Maybe I do.
Well, you know what's funny is
Maybe that's what I do.
you defy the odds. Most YouTubers, joke about like if they take a picture of them sitting at a desk, there's a big V behind them, and behind that V, where the spotlight isn't or the camera doesn't, with outside of the peripheral, is just stacks of shit, So it looks like your place is tidy and clean. For you, you're like, fuck it, I don't care. And you just I see like a salmon or something, like a salmon pillow. I see an unfolded blanket, some notes, like you're writing lyrics or writing a love letter. I see your camera in the background, like you're filming porn on the bed. Some posters not hung up. You do kind of look like Rocky. I don't know.
I was hanging stuff up in my new room, and I was like, God, I got a lot of posters. What am I, fucking 12? None of them are in frames. I'm just like tacking them up on the wall. Asshole.
I feel like you got to go one of two ways, one of two routes. Like for me, I moved into the studio and I was gonna plaster the wall with with beer coasters from all the different bars here in Portland. And then I'm like, you know what? I'll try to be a little classier and I'll frame them. So I'm gonna get some frames and do that. But like with you guys, I think it's cool that you can put different posters or frame things up or whatever. I have to be very like this one you can't really see very well.
Well, I also have this now, which I really like.
Oh yeah, is that from IKEA?
I don't know. Stevie's had it for a really long time, but I always had the feeling that it would look a lot better in my background than it would in hers.
It is fitting because you've got a
everything is really fucking color coordinated, and I did not do it on purpose. There's so much like red, yellow, blue happening here that it's like kind of weird.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. But you kind of put off that vibe. It's like my friend Bill Berry when he lived in Orlando. He had a really cool place, and every single thing he had a story to it. And ever since then, when I came here, I kind of carried that with me. So whatever I have, if somebody was to point it out, I would have a story as to why I have it, why it means something to me, and so on. But I feel like other people will just throw shit up.
I also have this now, which is fucking cool. The mannequin.
Whoa! Look at the legs on that thing. Is that
Tetris?
Yeah, no shit. Again, with the colors, just like the color wheel and
which is great, like, because I just have like body parts now, so it's like really super fun. I had
It's provocative yet morbid. It's kind of like
no, and it looks right at my bed, and when I've got the arm on it, it's like reaching out towards me. I had someone stay the night, and they were totally freaked out by it. It was hilarious. It was the best thing ever.
That is funny. Yeah, you just have a limb, just like maybe a leg breaks out, or do you have extra limbs for it? Does it have a head?
Yeah, it's got a head. It's wearing a Deadpool mask.
Oh no shit. Okay, I saw it swiveled the other way. It looks like it's contorted too much to like not be realistic. That's why I didn't know if it had a head or you just threw something up.
It kind of is. It's in one of those weird frickin' model poses that is not like, comfortable for a person to actually stand in.
Yeah. Well, what are you sitting in? That's like a vintage, like a.
Once again, this is just still Stevie's like extra
mishmash,
stuff
whatever.
She's had, yeah. It's not going to be in here permanently. I don't think. I don't know. I kind of like it. I feel like it kind of fits, but I don't have all of my stuff yet, so we'll see how it fits into the final.
See, for me, when I moved, I purged a lot of my stuff, and then I just started fresh and got like a nice IKEA TV stand, entertainment system, a 5x5 like bookshelf, and different things to kind of like start fresh without like. I felt like I had a mix of a cluster of like pretty much everything that didn't really make sense, and I wanted to have something that kind of had some style. Not that what you're doing is wrong, but what I'm saying is like everything's themed, like brown, black, earth tone colors. With you, it's the opposite. It's like super vibrant and colorful, and that fits your personality. So for me, I'm a little more boring and tree hugger-ish.
I also have Aerosmith stuff over on the wall over here.
Oh yeah, of course. I see you've got a softbox for a light.
Yeah. Well, the Stevie's. Mine. I have some, but I didn't bring them down in this initial. I've still got a lot of stuff hanging out.
Well, Master Chucky is saying that we're milking this and we need to go. So, Chucky, I'm always conflicted if you want to go by Chucky, Chaz, Charles St. Michael, whatever.
Chucky is fine.
I'm not even using the stage name anymore because I was introduced with my other name, and the movie came out or is going to come out with my other name. So I was like, well, that was a complete waste. But whatever, dude. At this point in the game, I'm not even sure I'm going to continue in this career. It's just like I said. I was like, after all that, it's just like I can't. I'm tired of being in a position where it's like I can only do a little bit of it. I can't sustain myself.
I hear you.
So I'm done with that. I'm done with it.
That makes sense.
It's getting unless there's a fucking divine intervention, unless there's a miracle, and I'm not trying to be funny. Unless there's a miracle, I'm just whatever. So I'm just trying to I'm trying to figure out my life. That's
Chucky,
what I came out to the desert to be.
What you need exactly. No, that's good. And you've been out there almost a year now, right? Next month.
Yeah, it took 10 months just to start doing anything. A couple of things just fell through right at the last minute, and that's no fun whatsoever. But I'm just like I had mentioned before, everybody seems to be in the place they're gonna be. You know what I mean? At least for the immediate future.
Yeah.
Foreseeable future. Excuse me. Everybody's pretty much in the general area they're gonna be. And I'm still thinking, I'm still thinking, is this where I'm going to end up?
It takes.
Is this what I'm going to do?
I think just, do your thing, dig deep, keep grinding, and I think whatever's supposed to happen will fall into place. And I think you're definitely talented and smart enough to have stuff work out in your favor if you just keep your focus. So I got your back, man. I support you. And, it would be nice to see your face on YouTube, but I get told that too. I just don't make videos
I'd be like,
in front of the camera.
Let's just...
What's that?
Yeah, well, like I said, let's just hold a good thought. Let's just hold a good thought and see what happens. Moonshine? Moonshine?
Yeah.
So you got to get ready to go.
All right, well, let me just wrap this up by mentioning some comments because I don't want to completely leave them out. Chucky on the phone is way too entertaining, someone says. Garth says, hey. It's good to see. Jacqueline, it was. Dude, Shin-Chan is awesome. The freaking mother and her showerhead introducing 14-year-old me to sex and sexual protests. That's Andres Barahona says, oh my. And someone else says, this show is like friends talking and creeps eavesdropping. What up? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for those watching, leaving comments. The views definitely go way up after the video goes live. Publishes. So it seems like a lot of you can't make the live show. So in the comments, I've asked you a lot of times, but like if we can change the time or day, let us know. Or if you enjoy this and want to get the audio version, I did say I wanted to start doing that. It would be super simple for me to set up, which I think I'm going to do. But let me know if you would even watch, and if you do share it, I will favorite and maybe even retweet some of you guys. And if it's on Facebook and you like us, that's awesome. We like you back. Thanks for watching. We will be doing a show hopefully regularly, whether it's a Monday or whatever, a pickup day. Maybe we can just do it whenever we feel like it, and you just watch it afterwards. Psst. Okay. Well, this has been episode 133. With my boy Chucky and my girl Moonshine, the three of us. I don't think there's been more than a handful of shows that all three of us have not made it to together. So I want to thank you guys for being consistent, dependable, creative, always coming up with something to talk about, and just being yourselves. And you audience, thanks for sticking around, even though we suck at keeping the schedule. All right, love you guys. We'll see you next time.